让学生尝 authentic 台湾早餐。
Jackie 现在非常辛苦，要准备20几份早餐，好像比早餐店还要好吃。Do they not like it? What's going on? Throwing you off?
Throw me off a little bit.
Okay.
That's not what I would think usually.
Amazing? Okay.
We've been surprised at how light and refreshing, healthier than expected.
You have to do that. Mm-hmm. 我们常常被问我们挑选净水器最在意什么地方呢？我以前比较在意外形，我说实在，但现在的我更重视我信不信任这个品牌。毕竟水是我们每天要喝进肚子里的。那现在环境有太多我们人看不见的重金属和化学污染，那有一台安全过滤的净水器真的太重要了。像这一台 Aqua-Pure 的 HPURE 净热一体除控式热饮机，不但可以净水，还结合了加热的功能，真的超赞。而且 Aqua-Pure 其实就是大家最熟悉的 3M 净水哦。他们从去年开始全面升级品牌的形象，但它的核心过滤技术、滤芯材料和售后服务是完全一样的。加上它是源自1926年的美国百年品牌，所以对于在美国长大的我，它会有一份刻在 DNA 里的安心感。刚好阿姨入新居，我立刻决定要帮她装一台，直接带过来最好的入错礼。Aqua-Pure 延续 3M 净水的精神 ，HPURE 净热一体机采用了比国际标准还更严格的产品品质监控系统以及制造流程。那里面会碰到水的所有零件，做了超过300项安全检测，真的令人信赖。看着阿姨全家能直接放心省饮，我也超级安心，因为它的体积非常小，功能却超级强大，有5种温度可以选，还有3段定量出水跟儿童安全锁的功能。不管是早上长辈要泡茶，还是 Eric 过去做客冲一杯热咖啡，还是日常喝水，一键都可以搞定。把 3M 百年净水过滤专业带进阿姨家，这就是我可以给家人最优雅、最安心的守护。你们也可以去看看哦。Now let's get started with today's video. 嗨，我是沙白，
我是 Professor。
我们刚刚在拍这个影片之前，我就跟他说，他要说嗨，我是 Professor。
嗨，我是 Professor。
今天呢，我们要做一个很特别的企划，怎么样让美国的学生可以体验到台湾的文化 ？Professor 就提出了一个很棒的 idea，
如何在美国推广、行销这些台湾早餐的 ideas， 到我的课堂上，让学生尝 authentic 台湾早餐。
这个课是什么样的概念？你通常在教什么呢？
这门课是管理经济学，它主要是 business management 的学生来修这个课。毕业以后想要当 manager， 想要去做行销管理一些 business。
我从来没有想过我们会把台湾的早餐带到大学里面去分享，这个真的是一个非常荣幸，也非常感谢 Professor 给我们这个机会。美国的学生一定会觉得很有趣，是一个很值得的体验。这个 Professor 真的很强，为了他的学生可以做出很多，我要看他脸越来越红，他可以做出很多让他的学生不只体验到 business economics， 又可以体验到台湾的文化，所以我觉得这是一个非常棒的机会，一个交流嘛。然后希望他们会喜欢我们今天准备的早餐。
很感谢你们来，让我们学生有这些 hands-on
大家一起努力，我们把这个文化推广给他们。Let's go！ 呀，紧张。
Doesn't matter what I do, she's got a hold on me. She knows how to drive a truck, but she lets me pick her up when we're going dancing. My heart stops beating when my headlights shining on her.
超级美味的感觉吧？好像比早餐店还要好吃。
这个组合可以。
可以，不只是可以，好不好？真的很好吃。铁板面， Jackie 现在非常辛苦，要准备20几份早餐，请大家要留言告诉他一句鼓励的话哈。Jackie 你现在感觉怎么样？很忙，没有关系，我们让他忙。等一下呢，我们就可以去跟我们的学生分享今天的早餐。今天的产品有肉松蛋吐司、猪排蛋吐司、火腿起司蛋饼、铁板面。准备要出发去学校，希望我们准备的齐全，应该可以吧 ？Let's go！ 噔噔噔。I feel like the hardest part of doing these videos is that we really have nothing to work with out here. The closest Asian market is like 50 minutes away from here. And so we literally have to do everything DIY all in enough time so that it's still fresh for the video. It's crazy. It's a lot of work.
Everything looks absolutely phenomenal here. I've only been to one breakfast shop while we were in Taiwan with some other people, but I mean, it really does give a direct contrast to American breakfast versus Taiwanese. I am really excited to try a little bit of it because I have been missing the breakfast sandwich we had while we were in Taiwan, and we had some radish cakes, some egg pancakes. We had a little bit of variety too, which I think everyone's gonna see a little bit of the variety here today, so I'm really excited to see what happens.
So today we have a special topic. This is kind of like a case study. Be put into groups. Sort of introduce this a little bit, how we're gonna go. First thing is, we're gonna form groups 4-ish. You have 30 seconds. The rule is that I want each group to have people from who are usually sitting on this side and also people who are usually sitting from this side. It means you have to sort of walk around, shuffle a little bit, just work with people that you don't usually work with in this classroom. Let's go. Two of you from the team will come up to the front, to present your idea. Choose 2 presenters from your group. Elizabeth will be the final judge.
Together.
The top 2 teams to be the winners of the extra credits today. The top team will earn 3 points on the final exam for each member, 2 points for each member for the second place.
No pressure though.
I'm gonna introduce you to Elizabeth and Eric. So
Okay,
let's give them
guys.
a big hand, right?
Okay,
Yes.
stop. Seriously.
All right.
My name is Elizabeth. Me and my husband, we are YouTubers in Taiwan. We do a lot of video content about cultural exchange, kind of bridging the gap between the United States and Taiwan. It's 2 very different places, very different cultures, very different languages. We like to share American culture with the Taiwanese and Taiwanese culture with the Americans. We just wanted to start with something simple. We want to talk to you guys about the breakfast culture in Taiwan. If I said, what are we having for breakfast tomorrow? What would you guys say? Eggs, pancakes, yogurt? Most of you guys are giving me options of something you would eat at home, right? In Taiwan, the breakfast culture is like insane. Most people go outside their house for breakfast and they go to little breakfast shops every single day. When I used to be a kindergarten teacher, every single day I would ride my motorcycle. You kind of yell to the aunties inside like, hey, give me a sandwich. And they'll kind of like bring it out, you pay, and then you just drive off. It's like our version of a drive-through, but it's completely different. And then there's so many different varieties, very safe options. They'll have, for example, salty soy milk. You'll have that with like a deep fried breadstick. And then they'll have breakfasts that are like westernized. Their idea is that Americans eat hamburgers and sandwiches for breakfast every single day. And so they'll have those options too. There's something for everyone. You could see a guy in a suit going to his corporate job, a mom and her baby just like trying to get out for a change of scenery, a group of aunties like gossiping, enjoying snacks together, teenagers getting ready to go to school, almost like a community space, a really beautiful thing to see. Like if you haven't experienced it, it's kind of hard to picture. For me, every time I come back to the States, that's the one thing I miss. Like I just want to get on my little moped to the breakfast shop, sit down with the kids, have a nice breakfast, and you don't have to worry about it. You know it's gonna be healthy, you know it's gonna be good, you know it's gonna be a decent price, right? So today, we are going to share with you guys Taiwanese breakfast. And what my goal for today is that we are going to kind of do a product review. What do you guys think of the food? Do you like it? Is it something you're used to? Is it something you would eat, or is it something you would kind of shy away from? You guys get to decide, how do we make this idea American? How does it work here? What kind of things are we gonna need to change, or how do we bring this culture to America? Does that sound like fun? Breakfast shops in Taiwan can range from very local, like this would be like a super duper local Probably not gonna see many foreigners. And then there's also some that are like on the higher end scales. You guys can kind of go wild with it. Let's see how it goes.
So we're gonna give you 15 minutes. First 15 minutes, you're gonna taste the food as your first experience. What does it remind you of? Is there any like American substitute or comparable? Would you eat this for breakfast? The next 15 minutes, do something a little more serious. What's your pricing strategy? High-end, middle, or more friendly, local? Decide your target market, ideal customer. So how do you sell this, right? So we're gonna judge at the end presentation by creativity, feasibility, and you pitch the idea.
So the things that we brought for you guys are very specific to Taiwan. Like I said, they think that we eat hamburgers and sandwiches for breakfast every single day. And so there are two different kind of sandwiches here. Fried pork sandwich. Pork is usually marinated in some type of soy sauce. So it does have that like Taiwanese touch to it. And then the second one is a little bit different. It's something called 肉松 pork floss. The next one is noodles. I don't imagine that any of you guys have had noodles for breakfast before. This is my husband's favorite of all time. The last one is an egg pancake. It's almost, think of it as like a burrito. Add a little bit of soy sauce to the top of it. The drink that we have is just a regular black tea. I hope you guys like it. Enjoy. Yeah, go ahead.
Dig in.
Yeah, I do actually.
I feel like I've tasted something like that before though. Like it's reminding me of something I can't put my thing to like.
What do you guys think of this breakfast as a whole? Like, you've tried it a little bit. Is it something you're digging or?
This is really good. Yeah.
Pancake?
That was
Okay,
kind of all
okay.
our favorites. The noodles and the egg, that's good too.
Okay.
The cucumbers kind of
Throwing you off?
throw me off a little bit.
Okay.
That's not what I would pick usually.
I'd give it a 9.4 out of 10.
Ooh, okay. Wow, the tea gets a high rating from you guys. What did you think?
I think if you replace the cucumbers with bacon on this thing.
Ooh, okay. We have a connoisseur of food over here.
Don't say that too loud. That's gonna be enough.
Oh.
Oh yeah, we can't share
Yeah.
teams.
No tips and tricks anymore. Okay.
In the US, we have those little cans.
Oh, like the little can of like minced jerky.
Oh,
It's
okay.
imitating tobacco, but
It's a
jerky.
replacement for tobacco.
so, yeah.
Okay. This is gonna be like the Alcoholics Anonymous, where you're like trying to get people in rehab, right? Okay.
Food.
We're actually going to take it out of the
Ideas.
sandwich and just sell it.
The only thing is the pork floss. What are you guys thinking so far? I see that you're kind of almost done. Amazing? Okay, you're not from America, right? What are we eating at your house? When your mom's cooking breakfast for us.
Also,
What are we
sandwiches like this are really like
Oh,
a thing.
really?
Not
Okay.
similar, but like the cucumbers with sandwich is not so like new for me.
Is it something you guys have tried before?
First time trying it. Yeah. I really like the noodles and the egg pancake.
Oh, okay, so I'm not gonna lie, based on your reaction, like your facial expression, I was thinking you guys all hated it because you're all just kind of like, I was like, oh my gosh, do they not like it? What's going on?
I think this is different.
Yeah,
Would you say that you guys are like very experimental with food or not so much?
I would say I'm not.
Okay, gonna do like the eggs and bacon,
Yes.
traditional American breakfast.
Yeah.
Okay. So I noticed that you guys are kind of taking a different approach. You are giving notes on every single bite. It's like real study group, right? So what are we thinking so far?
We've been surprised at how like light and refreshing, healthier than expected.
Versus like waffles for breakfast.
Right.
Would be like
Right.
a different
With a ton of
feeling.
syrup and whipped cream and fruit, right? Okay. Anything like you're used to? Is this something new for you guys?
Definitely new for me. I don't know, maybe it's just because I never eat, whole grain bread or whatever. But it's way lighter. That's the biggest thing I'm noticing. It's a way lighter sandwich than what I'm used to.
So do we like it?
Yeah, I like it a lot.
Yeah?
I think it's good, yeah.
Okay, awesome. How are we feeling about the food?
I have not.
Yeah?
It's really good.
Is it new and exciting or is it a little bit?
I'm adventurous when it comes to food. I like trying new things. So when you're like telling me to try pork, eggs and noodles, it's not your stereotypical breakfast for Americans.
Right.
But like so diving into something new, different flavors, the refreshingness of the sandwiches, the eggs, it's different and it's exciting.
What are we thinking about the tea?
I feel like I normally like tea really sweet if I'm
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
have it. I don't like the bland, like the unsweetened teas that we have here.
Right.
But this is like kind of that perfect level where it's just refreshing and it doesn't feel like a sweet drink. I enjoy it as it is.
I normally don't like this.
Oh, really? This one's okay? You're not just saying that because I'm standing right here, right?
It's so good. You have to do that.
When you talk about like drive-throughs, just quick stuff, I think of like McDonald's, and it's gonna be really hard to take the market away from that. Is my first thought. We're gonna have to pursue like a differentiation strategy, pulling people away who don't want to eat less healthy food or want to be differentiated from the poor people. McDonald's, that's kind of gonna be our target market. If we think of places like big cities, we're gonna have more people like that. What we really liked was the egg pancake. First one, honestly, that was the most familiar, so I think that would sell well here.
All four of us were.
We also liked this sandwich, I forget what it was called. None of us have ever tried, we all really liked it. A couple of changes that we would make to it would be the cucumber a little bit. We don't know how well that would sell in America, how many people would want that. Add an option to have bacon.
So a little bit more DIY, customizable.
We're still gonna have the option of the cucumbers as well, but we just wanted to add the bacon in there as well.
Okay, okay.
We're also like, we really like the tea, but as we're talking about corporate America, kind of trying to find those people here in the big cities, you need coffee. We're just so go, go, go here in our culture at least. We need that little boost of caffeine and coffee, but as well as keeping that tea option.
I think we need to kind of find the middle ground between Taiwan culture and American culture, where Americans who just kind of want to dip their foot into a different culture can do that, and then Taiwan people coming over from there to America can soft launch their palate for American food, but overall prioritize the dining experience. No drive-through. Sit down like a mom and pop diner. Make the experience like Taiwan authentic.
We're also gonna have an option for both more like Americanized food and the Taiwan food, so you can get a little bowl. So if an American wants to go in there and say, I want this today, they can get that. We'll also have, which we think will bring more diversity into the people that are there as well.
So I have a question. Are we placing this shop in the middle of like Silicon Valley, where it's kind of like you want that corporate feel where it's like, okay, right before work, you have a little place to decompress and then head out for your day?
So we're thinking like big city next to big corporate office, like Apple or people making big salaries.
So this is gonna be a little bit more on the higher end scale of breakfast shops.
Yes, yep.
And with all the industries coming over from Taiwan, and that means a lot of people from Taiwan are also coming over, so like we'll be able to reach both of those audiences.
Where it's authentic experience for people who are not Taiwanese and they get to learn about the culture, but it's also something, a little taste of home for people, for example, like you, who live in America and don't get to eat that very often.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, all time.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Talk about the pricing first. We're gonna appeal to like middle end, so like we want to make it very affordable. Because as you talked about, like in Taiwan, it's very like community based, like you get a lot of people in, so we don't want to ostracize a group, and like we want to make sure it's affordable. Also make sure people know it's like authentic food and not make it super cheap. It's affordable, make a profit, but get a big community in and make sure people know like it's authentic.
We want to like sit in the middle, not just necessarily like grab and go, but also not like sit in right in the middle, so like kind of Chipotle thing. We also were thinking about like creating a mobile app so that people can like order online and then they can just stop by and pick it up. So we're gonna keep it fast, but just a little bit more like the community side of the American restaurants. Then we would like to do it like in, for example, LA or New York or Seattle or Austin, because we know that there's a lot of Asian like population there, and this is close to airports that go to Asia, so travelers. There's also one group that we're aiming to, more experimental in kind of like trying new food and stuff. For our menu, we were trying to keep it like mostly Taiwanese, but also mixing it with like American thing, like mixing and then try to see if it works, and if not, then just keeping it mostly Taiwanese.
For the branding part, pretty decent like seating section inside. We want people to come in, we want people to assimilate, get to know like American culture and Taiwan culture. Try to have like a bunch of like Taiwan and American artwork on the inside, just make it really inviting and comfortable spot for people to be in. As you mentioned, like the mobile app just inside, like right there, where people can place their order as.
How do you cultivate that like enjoy breakfast while also having that like travelers coming in and out, and it's kind of hustle and bustle? How do you cultivate sit down and enjoy yourself while also having the hustle and bustle around?
I would say the main thing is probably like location, having it in a good spot, like not too close to the airport, not like in the airport, because obviously you're only gonna get hustle and bustle then. But if you place it like in a good spot, not like maybe not like directly downtown, where you're also getting like moms coming in with their kids, as you mentioned. Like I would say the main thing is probably location.
Make this spot like so big, so that's like what's easiest to see, and then the entrance to the back of the restaurant is a little smaller, so it's like if you're really looking for a place to sit, then you can probably find it. But when you see like just gonna see like this mainly, and then I guess that's easier to filter.
Okay, awesome.
Good.
Sounds good.
All right.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
What you have board there. Pricing, obviously we don't want to price gouge those who are especially authentic Taiwanese food. Watching your guys' videos is just the exchange rate and how, especially when Daniel and Carson were over there and thinking about what we pay for a meal versus what you guys pay for is vastly different. So we're gonna kind of lean into that and make sure it's not something that's vastly different than what you guys are used to. So we want to make it on the lower to mid side, but we also want to incorporate some of our strategies like bundling, getting like packages, so like sandwiches with noodles. Bundle those together like we're used to, and it make it feel like more like a meal. But if you want the individual items as yourselves, like you might want, then you guys can definitely have that.
We really like the idea of leaning into the Taiwanese culture, making it a place where it feels like authentic food. For Asian cultures and people who are living here, it feels like a place kind of like home. They feel like they're coming in. Also as an experience for Americans to understand and see a different culture and experience their food. Tying in with that, we felt eating this food that it was more of a lunch product for us. Like we felt like these were things that we'd be eating for lunch rather than breakfast. And so tying that in and still embracing that culture and that food while also trying to gear it more towards who we think a lot of Americans would eat it. We kind of liking the idea of like a brunch.
Kind of the branding side of things, leaning into the brunch idea. Tie in the idea that this in America is almost like a bodega in like New York. We can grab those meals and grab that stuff to go. But we also have an opportunity to sit in and be around almost like a Starbucks, almost like a cafe that we're used to. So kind of being able to have both options of people who are wanting to go and get in and get out, but also have a chance to sit down, relax and chill with their meal.
Then for like kind of our demographics, location, we agree that we think that more densely populated areas like the coasts, big cities is where most of this happens. We feel like in the Midwest, most people are kind of set in their ways and we just want a big breakfast with bacon and eggs. There's not as much appreciation, I think, for trying different cultures, trying different foods. Going to big cities, we're gonna have more people interested in trying it. With that in mind, we also realize that there is some people are more aware about culture and I guess cultural appropriation in some sense. So we also like the idea of seeing if there are franchised breakfast places in Taiwan, if there'd be a way to work with them, to be supported by them, in order so that like we're not just trying to, have some kind of fake, just grab cash, genuinely offer an authentic experience. Taiwanese people do experience every day.
Awesome.
That's great. I have no questions.
Perfect.
Thank you.
We were thinking, when it comes to American breakfasts, like the flavors in your mouth at first, but your stomach doesn't feel very good after, with the sugary waffles, the soggy pancakes, but these flavors really exploded in our mouth, but they're not exploding our stomachs. So we were like, let's target the market who wants to have the nutritional side of things, the light sandwiches, eggs that aren't super heavy, and then the black tea. Everything was light, flavorful. So we want to target that market that is actually in Florida, because Florida not only has retirees, but they also have lots of young kids who are athletes and are outside and outdoors a lot. With this market, it's definitely one where we also felt that it is a breakfast item, but also could be a lunch item, so more of a brunch feel where it's quick and on the go. You could just hop down the street and grab a brunch item. Makes you feel good the whole day, either whether you're beaching or you're working out or you're on a run or whatever, which is definitely a common and popular thing in Floridian culture.
So for pricing, we're thinking more middle of the road. There's not like a ton of protein in it, so that'll probably keep the price down a little bit. There are obviously more ingredients. We thought middle of the road was probably pretty safe there. Like Ashlyn said, we thought about maybe Florida because there's a lot of foot traffic. Specifically, opening a storefront near like a local coffee shop, aiming to do some sort of partnership, taking advantage of the foot traffic that may bring. We have them like hand out promotional deals, like $3 off breakfast item if you go next door. I think it would be really good to get the younger generations involved. They kind of hop on trends a little quicker. Partnering with a coffee shop would also be really helpful with that. That's what we got.
Yes.
Okay.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
How do you cultivate that? I want to keep people together. I want to have it be a community where everyone can come in. If you're kind of putting it at the beach, because we're not going to be able to get to the beach every single day. Is it more for like the locals who actually exercise in that area? They're going through there all the time. Or is it more for tourists? I don't want to bring stuff. Let me just run into that shop and we'll get that stuff and take it out to the beach.
Yeah, no, that's a good question. That's something we were talking about too. Like, we would probably want to put it somewhere like near the beach where there might be more foot traffic, but not necessarily on the beach. That would also be like unfeasibly expensive for a startup company. So yeah, probably like maybe a block inland where there's more foot traffic. A lot of times there's shopping areas on the beach, but not like beachfront property.
Well, thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
What do you think, Elizabeth?
To be honest, this is the hard part because I feel like everyone really put a lot of thought into it. They did a really good job. They were very detailed. They thought out their branding, their marketing, their price points, and everyone had something that was a little bit different. See, this is my issue as I couldn't be a professor because I'd be like, they all get a point. They all will share the points and everyone gets one.
The second group has a branding in their mind, like rise and roll.
They all seemed like excited entrepreneurs presenting to the Shark Tank. Group 3 did a really good job of kind of keeping to the original vibe, but also tailoring it towards the American experience.
Group 4 also did a great job presenting. I love that they care about the nutrition. Group 1 also did some good job.
The customizable aspect of it, so everybody gets points, right?
A little bit of inflation going on, but yeah, let's do that.
Awesome.
All right,
you ready?
Go. Yes. You guys all did a great job. We're gonna start with, we're handing a little more extra credits than I was planning, okay? So, Group 1, you had an clear image about who you're selling to.
We love that you wanted to add the customizable aspect to it because not a lot of people mentioned customizing the food. And when you add that customization aspect, it just opens to a broader audience. More people want to come in. People can get what they like. So great job.
We have a tie for the second place. The second place would be shared by Group 2 and Group 4. Group 2, we love that you already have a branding in mind. You have more details also going on, like mobile app, right? Very specific, very practical. I can almost feel like what it would look like.
I liked that Group 4 went towards the healthier side of things because it is a very different kind of food. And so I like that you guys kind of went straight for the branding aspect of like, we're gonna promote this as health food. People can come, they're exercising, but it also didn't lose that like community aspect as well. Like there's definitely the grab and go, there's also the community. It's a little bit healthier than what we might be used to. So I love that we're taking a little bit of a different direction for that.
So 2 points for each of members, Group 2 and Group 4. Finally, Group 3, you are the first place. We like that, very thoughtful about how you want to preserve Taiwanese culture, use the food, right, to become a bridge, right, present Taiwanese culture well.
Yeah, no, I was just gonna say, we love the idea of bringing a Taiwanese brand that's already established here. So we're not kind of creating something out of thin air. We're really just bringing new culture and new foods to the state. But like we said, everyone did such a good job. That's why we gave extra points, right?
Group 3 also talked about some managerial economics, right, of bundling and other pricing strategies, right? That's directly using what we're learning.
So thank you guys everyone for being a part of this today. We wanted to give you guys a fun experience while also kind of sharing culture, and so I'm sure our audience would love to see your guys' reactions. I'm sure that there's people out there that are thinking, how do I bring this to the state? How do I do this here? So hopefully we had a lot of fun today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this process. Thank you so much.
All. And if you can
今天的这个机会非常非常难得，我觉得谢谢 Professor 帮我们安排这样的课程。想到这个企划的时候，大家眼睛亮起来，觉得哇好酷哦，感觉很赞。今天的课程也非常非常的成功，做这个文化的交流非常非常棒。有几个学生有开玩笑说，哦，我以后去台湾，我要看看这个味道是不是道地的哈。他们就是开玩笑，就是他们已经就是吃了一口就会想说我要去台湾看看，就觉得哇，这是一个非常非常棒的推广台湾的一个机会。谢谢大家的收看，如果你喜欢我们的影片，麻烦帮我做一件事情，就是订阅。因为呢，我们在后台有发现说有50%的观众是没有订阅我们的频道，那如果喜欢的话，麻烦一下哈，谢谢大家的收看，按赞、订阅、分享，我们下一支影片见喽，拜拜。
按赞、订阅，拜拜。